3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Yes, the weekend's over. Patriots going to Super Bowl. Patriots. I got a tattoo on my leg just to prove it. I'm just saying it is what it is. Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show. Because it is a shit show. Let's be real. We are. Hold on a second. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to put the logo in the corner. So what's going on, everyone? Yeah, streaming on DOS, YouTube, ScrewTube, and Rumble. If you don't have Rumble, download it. Great app to have. Only run by conservatives. No censorship, no bullshit, no copyright bullshit, and bullshit again. Because it is what it is. C'est la vie. La vie. Anyway, what is wrong with these people? I mean, yeah. Anyway, the latest on Mr. Pretty. Gay. But anyway, yeah. A lot of stuff has been going on. But, you know, Dan Bongino used to always say, give it 24 to 48 hours. Because what you'll hear at first is a story, not the story. So, you know, I talked a little bit about it, but I follow this Cristina Aguayo. She's an independent journalist. And a lot of times, you know, I go with most independent journalists. I mean, Nick Salter and the other Nick, Tim Pool, and Dan Bongino's coming back. Yes, you already know. But she has a pretty cool, I think this was about 6 hours old. Let's check this out. And just saying, Mr. Nurse, innocent person, don't think
I'm
so.
Cristina Aguayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories. The armed 37-year-old white man who was fatally shot in Minneapolis intended to massacre law enforcement, according to DHS. Homeland Security asserting that Alex Pretty approached border agents in an attempt to intervene in an operation, saying, quote, "This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to cause maximum damage and massacre law enforcement." They went on to say the suspect had 2 magazines and no ID. The officers, they said, tried to disarm him, but he violently resisted. According to officials, Alex Pretty was an ICU nurse. He was issued a license to be a registered nurse back in 2021. Pretty previously attended the University of Minnesota, and he had no serious criminal history. Pretty was also a member of an anti-ICE rapid response signal chat group that was used by agitators to monitor, track, and coordinate resistance to ICE operations, including telling members where to find agents, doxing officials, swarming sites to interfere with enforcement, and organizing protests or confrontations. According to Cam Higbee, who infiltrated the signal chat groups, Pretty got alerts through that chat group about ICE, which led him to the scene where he confronted federal agents and was fatally shot. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem saying this individual showed up to a law enforcement operation with a weapon and dozens of rounds of ammunition. He wasn't there to peacefully protest. She added, "You cannot impede law enforcement. You comply with orders, not show up with weapons, no ID, and no indication of how they'll be used. Laying hands on a police officer is a crime." And frankly, she said, this didn't turn violent until we uncovered the fraud in Minneapolis. These are not just agitators anymore. They're violent protests. One officer had his finger bitten clean off by an agitator. Have you heard from any Democrat leadership in Minnesota about that? No, they haven't expressed any concern for injuries to our officers. That's what you need to know. In Dallas, Cristina Aguayo.
Or did they care? They got caught in fraud. So, you know what that saying? Look over here, not over there. Let's look over here. ICE badge, Gestapo. We know more than 50% of them are Hispanic. It's a fact. Look it up. I'm just saying. It's crazy. But listen, I lost my Second Amendment rights. Obviously, I'm an ex-convict, but I know a lot about guns. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Yes, I carried for a while, for a long time. I'm not going to say legally, but I did. Not anymore. But I had a SIG, not that one, 320. It's known for supposedly being not drop safe. I don't know about going off on its own, but not drop safe, supposedly. There's other rumors back and forth. But the regular 320X, when it first came out, it's a 17-rounder. But the AXG with the threaded barrel is a 21. So if dude had one inside of the pistol and 2 extra, that's over 60 rounds. What was he doing with 61 rounds, 60 plus rounds, interfering with police officers without an ID? You know, common sense, legally, whatever you want to call it, that you can assume he didn't go there with good intentions. Whatever happened, there are the rumors going around where they disarmed him and the gun went off, and that's when officers may have thought he fired a shot and then they shot in defense. We don't know yet. It's still being investigated. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see when it finally comes down to it. Let's be real. Whether it was crazy what happened and they thought he fired a shot and they shot him, he went there with the intention to probably kill officers. The fact alone that he was carrying without a license on him or an ID is illegal. Then to interfere with law enforcement, federal law enforcement, illegal. I can go on all day. How many laws this guy broke by doing what he was doing? C'est la vie. La vie. Anyway, like I said, it yields what it yields. Memology 101. Check this out. These guys are idiots. I'm just saying. Guys, good to share. Goodbye, barricade. Oh, look now. Human barricades. Yeah. I'll run him over. Really now. Keep going. Wow. You know, wow.
It's the National Guard. There's nothing here.
Ugh. Ugh. This is ridiculous. It really is. It's crazy. It's sickening. It's coming from me with my past. But anyway, this I liked. This is from Savati. I have 2 of his videos because, you know, if you haven't watched me before, this is what I do. I share commentary videos of other conservatives showing the obvious idiocracy and the stupidity of the wrong. Because you've heard me say it before. I don't call them the left, because if you're right, you're right. I almost messed that up. If you're not right, you're wrong. You're not left. You're wrong. And these people are idiots. But anyway, check this out, Savati. This is pretty cool. Commander Greg Bovino.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
All right, last question.
Eric Shalou from KCB. Thank you for taking our questions. People in Minnesota want to know when this surge will end. Has there been a date set? Is there a certain number of people you want to apprehend before you decide to ease the surge? You've seen DOJ filings that have put a number at over 60,000 people. Explain to folks how long you're going to be here and why.
As Marcos's team and U.S. Border Patrol work together, and we continue to apprehend dozens, if not hundreds, of these criminal illegal aliens a day, we're going to continue conducting that mission. We're not going to put a date or a timeline to stop this mission. This mission's ongoing until there are no more of those criminal illegal aliens roaming the streets of Minneapolis.
Is there a number, though? You have to have a file.
There is a number, and it's called all of them.
Hell yeah.
Betty, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
So if you're in a country legally, you got a problem.
That's it! Deport them all. I say again, reboot, restart. Let's do this. They're not undocumented citizens. They're fucking illegal aliens. Get them out! yeah. Anyway, check this out. Another Savati. I had to share another one because this guy's hilarious. I like his stuff. Check it out.
Things are going to get worse before they get better.
I want Minnesotans to hear this from me. The desire to get out and protest and to speak up to this administration of how wrong this is, that is a patriotic duty at this point in time, but it needs to be done safely. And I think the commissioner simply just laid out some of those parameters. We can do that. This is the peaceful resistance that we need.
Sure.
To Minnesotans, I say this. I feel your anger. I'm angry. They want a show. We can't give it to them. We cannot. If you protest and express your First Amendment rights, please do so peacefully as you always do.
If you protest and express your First Amendment rights, please do so peacefully as you always do.
Can I show you something?
What is he doing? You know, yesterday I was watching this video to save it for today, and my wife was like, "What the F is that? What is that noise?" And I told her, and she was like, "Wow, what a bunch of fucking idiots." I mentioned before, my wife's not a political person. She's more of a libertarian, but she knows Trump is right for this country. She used to hate Trump, not TDS. She just used to hate him because of the way he was, because of the show or whatever, you know, because he was kind of an asshole. But let's be real. He is kind of an asshole, but he's real. He's a patriot. My father, I was speaking to my father last week. And I've mentioned before, my father, not that he has TDS, but he listens, you know, he watches CNN and all this shit. And sometimes he has negative things, so he try to stay away from talking politics. But just the other day, I was actually really surprised. I'm talking to my dad, and my dad is like, "Yeah, you know, Trump this, but I got to tell you, Fernie, this is what my family calls me. I'll admit it. I saw old videos of Trump when he was younger. Trump has always been a patriot." I was like, "Whoa! Did my dad just say that?" Shocked. I mean, I was like, I had goosebumps. I'm talking to my dad video. My father has a lot of illnesses. He's not doing very well, but got to visit him one time. I wish I could. I can't afford it. He's living in New Britain, Connecticut. I'm in Florida. But yeah, I was like, I was shocked. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, c'est la vie. La vie. People got nothing better to do, I swear. Why are these people so angry all the time? The wrong is always angry. They're miserable. They're ugly.
I hate this place. I want to get out of here. I hate it.
Hush up, boy.
A few moments later.
I'd probably get fired if I was that security guard. That was like a terrorist. Definitely.
This is the peaceful resistance that we need.
Fuck you!
Oh, hotel guy, huh? Peaceful.
If you protest and express your First Amendment rights, please do so peacefully as you always do.
Yep, pretty much. As long as they get away with the fraud, it's whatever, right?
Looks fine to me.
And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Fucking idiot. Anyway, let me go somewhere because I wanted to share a few things of save these as my bookmarks. Check this out. These two ICE agents are hunkered down in a hotel home 2 suites. They are trapped because far left wrong crazies chase them into the hotel. One of the agents is bloody. This is completely out of hand. Insurrection act. Look at this shit, man.
You got it?
It's like this officer's bleeding.
You know you shot some dude with a beanbag at point blank range?
Oh, shut up.
Is that a crime now?
No, it's not the time. Honest to God, no, it's not the time. You're press. You understand? Are you press? Are you press?
Is only press allowed to be on the street?
Are you press?
I'm documenting.
Then back up. Back up now. Back up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Shit pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Breaking a moment of silence for the armed anti-ICE rioter completely backfired. Real hockey fans at the New York Sirens versus Minnesota Frost game made it crystal clear they weren't mourning Alex Purdy's choices. Boom! Oops, for the work organizers. Oops! Yeah, shut the fuck up. Watch this. I don't know if this is manipulated, but see that? His hand? I believe if this is real, I guess we'll find out investigation. If this is real, I believe that's when they had started the wrestle the wrestling and trying to take this guy down. And I believe that's when an officer probably took the gun away from him and I accidentally discharged, and others thought that he probably fired, but they probably didn't know. I'm just guessing, assumptions here, common sense. But see that? That looks like a gun. If this is real, just saying. When the Minneapolis riders are blocking the road. That's it. Run him over. Minneapolis thought he was invincible. It's fat bastard. Sorry. Not fat shaming, but I am fat shaming.
Get the fuck off me! That's my husband!
I have done nothing at all!
Bye-bye.
My name is Matthew James! Obadiah Allen!
Bye-bye, fat bastard. Anyway, yeah, look at this. Democrats' idea of a good guy. The pick on the left is the picks the press always uses. I wonder why they don't use the pick on the right. Their narrative is he was just a normal guy saving lives at the hospital. Well, it doesn't look all that normal to me. Just saying. Same guy. By the way, normal people don't bring firearms to a protest rally. At least if they want to. Keep on living. Once again, just saying. Let's have a sing-along. Ah, shit. I didn't want to do that. Hold on. Oh, I got to fix this. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Let's have a sing-along. Imagine that. I fought the law and the law won. Is it too soon? How about this one?
Is it Renee?
His name's Alex Pretty.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Fuck Around and Find Out crew. Alex.
All right, I'll admit that was kind of evil. Whatever. Fuck around and find out. Just saying.
Understand this. I'm a black man in America, right? I walk around with a 19 on my hip, a SIG in my glove compartment, and an AR-15 in my 2020 Honda Accord daily, right? And you know what I don't do with those things? I don't go and impede law enforcement carrying out their duties. You know what I do? I mind my business. That's all I do. I go out there, I drink water, I get money, and I mind my business. You know my favorite saying, right? And for some reason, I'm able to survive. Every single day, I'm able to come home, run my kids a bath, tuck them in, and continue to do my thing. No harm comes to me, no harm comes to my family. I also have a 12-gauge pump, away from the kids, of course, because, you got to be a responsible pew-pew owner, okay? And no harm comes to me and my family because I mind my business. I let the law do the law things. If I have beef, I petition my lawmakers. I don't go and take it out on law enforcement who are also citizens and Americans like me. And for some reason, I'm still here.
Imagine that.
There's a lesson in that.
There is a lesson. Common sense. I'm just saying. Oh, look at this. Somebody gets sprayed. I gotta see this.
Who is talking to you? No. Hey, this is the line that they created.
Goodbye. Just get away from me. That's it. Sorry. Am I evil for that? I'm sorry. I just had to share that. That was the last one. I do have to read something because I always got to read something. Babylon Bee You real source for fake news. This is, let me make sure I got this right. Yes, it is. Check this out, Babylon Bee. The Bee reports ISIS 7 most horrifying atrocities. With tensions continuing to mount over ICE operations in Minneapolis, the journalists at the Babylon Bee are on the ground to document the despicable actions carried out by ICE agents. Here are the 7 most horrifying atrocities that we have witnessed. Deported this innocent sex offender just for being brown. It's horrible. It's no longer safe to be brown in America. That's what I was told. Cruelly forced this kid to wear a blue beanie causing the other kids to laugh at him. This is fucked up. Too mean, ICE. 3, forced country to have to hear Tim Walz's voice again. That's horrible. Unforgivable. 4, purposefully dented this car while it was running over an ICE officer. Imagine that. Why ICE? Why? 5, knocked out eyeball. A kid whose only crime was trying to bash agent's head with a shovel. No shovel attacks? And I thought this was America. 6, targeted this man because he spoke in a Mexican accent while saying, "I'm going to kill you." Racism, pure and simple. 7, shot an innocent man who was doing nothing but fighting ICE while armed with his handgun. With this handgun. Holy shit, just like the Gestapo. Imagine that. See that? 21 rounds times 2, maybe 3 if you had an extra, 2 extra, they say. Not a cheap firearm. These disturbing atrocities must wake up the public to the terrible danger of ICE. Resist! Fellow Americans. I don't mean that. This is a parody. It's a spoof. Just saying, relax. Holy shit. Anyway, as I said before, breaking news. Maybe not today. This is not the place. I talk about current events, give you my opinion, common sense stuff. I share other conservatives that make fun of the nonsense. You're a source for nonsense. Exploit the shit out of this stuff. Conservatives exploit the shit. We love it. Make fun of it because it's funny. Because you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. You know, you guys are on the wrong. You're idiots. And in Minneapolis, we already know. You know, these big guys up there, the mayor and governor, trying to cover their ass. Look over here, not over here. As I said. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe, follow, comment. Do what you got to do. It is what it is. And I got to play the song again. Because this is my shirt. Wait a second. Can you see that? ICE Moving Company. Since 2025, we've got the transportation for your deportation. One of my new favorite shirts, other than that one, which I can't wear anymore. Well, I actually have it on, but I changed it just for the show. I had it on while I was at work. But anyway, it is what it is. As I was saying, I love you guys. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. Gotta end with this song again because I want this shit played everywhere. I want every ICE officer, DHS, CBP to play this song. Just saying. Play it. Anyway, it is what it is. You guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check it out. ICE, come on. Put this in your soundtrack. Put them in the cars. Put them in the trucks, SUVs, and loudspeakers. Do what you got to do. Yeah. AI is the shit. I'm just saying. See you guys mañana. Have a great day. And as I always say, ladies!
I rewind that beat. Yeah. Turn it up. This one's for the line. Yo, listen up. Straight facts on the mic. ICE in the game, keeping threats out of sight. No free rides south of that fence. They go board and deport every soul who snuck in like an order. Ain't citizens, ghosts, just folks who broke rules. Customs and agents, they ain't running no schools. I ride for their grind, boots stomp on the dirt. If you spit on that shield, catch the next outbound hurt. Lock it down, zip 'em out. No tears in my eyes. Illegal means gone, simple as why. Drugs, wars, bars, and left holes and kingpins. Make fools clap hands, open doors wide while the country expands. Invaders at gates, but blame the man with the plan. Secure what we got or watch freedom disband. ICE don't ban, they just enforce what's real. You hate on the job, plane tickets your seal. No pity parade, just truth on the track. America's ours if we fight back. Lock it down, ship 'em out. No tears in my eyes. Illegal means gone, simple as why. Drugs, wars, lies, and left calls and kingpin. What the hell, folks, is lost in the spin? What the hell, folks, is lost in the spin? What the hell, folks, is lost in the spin? Fade that noise. Keep borders on blast. ICE forever. Screw the half-assed past.